And now we come to the last part of Thomascember, Series 7. This was the last series of Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends to be directed by David Mitton. As always, Michelangelo's returned to narrate the UK episodes, while the US episodes were narrated by a new narrator. Enter Michael Brandon, who a lot of people like Miss Sullivan Blossom really don't like. Like Series 5 and 6, this series had original ideas, so we got new characters who weren't based on the Railway series characters, like Emily, who became a main character in the future series, Fergus the Traction Engine, who only got 3 episodes to himself, the Sodor Brass Band, Arthur the Spotless Record Engine, the Miller, yeah, he's just a Miller, Lord Callan, the Bat Controller's Cat, Murdoch the Strong Engine, Pegasus the Cart Horse, Spencer the Silver Douchebag, and the Duke and Duchess of Botsford, who were just known as the Duke and Duchess at that time. Like I said, this series had a lot of original ideas like the past series did. So we started off with the introduction of Emily. And I gotta say this right now, I preferred Emily in Series 7. Her attitude then was the best. I mean, her attitude from the series onwards is just bad. I mean, really bad. But I'm drifting away from the point here. Like I said, the show had original ideas, so we got more stories with the Sodor engines, and a couple of other stories with the narrow gauge engines. And we still have not seen the return of Sir Handel or Duke, or even Bertram for that matter. What the hell's Bertram? But anyway, for one character to return from the classic series, we did get the return of the refreshment lady, who needed to find a new place for a tea room. And the episode, The Old Bridge, kind of scared me a little bit. Mainly at the bit when Scarloey got scared to cross over the bridge again. I think it was the music and the view of the water from Scarloey's eye. I think that was what did it for me. And What's the Matter with Henry gave Henry a new problem besides his coal, which was leaking water tanks. Now that was pretty new. Actually, I thought that was kind of relating back to the Railway series. Sort of Henry having new problems as opposed to his original problems. And that was pretty clever. And we also got some stock footage from the past series. So we got to see like Series 1 footage, and even Series 5 footage as well. The Runaway Elephant was one of my favourite episodes, for I thought it was kind of funny the way Duncan was running away with that elephant and how it flew in the air and landed in a lake. That was pretty funny. And we got to see Arian Bird actually being scary again in Fergus Breaks the Rules. But what rules did exactly Fergus really break? I mean, he didn't break any rules, he just went to do a job that he wasn't supposed to do. But nevertheless, Ari and Bert were quite scary in that scene. Just look at it and tell me if you don't shit your pants.
Hello, are you happy to be here?
And we got the return of Bulgy the double-decker bus, who was converted back into a bus from a hen house, and then converted into a fruit stand on wheels. And that's a pretty happy ending for a character who was trying to reform himself. And the Best Dressed Engine was another funny episode, mainly because of the dilemma Gordon got into. And I gotta say this too, I'm not too fond of Spencer, mostly because he's just a pompous asshole. Though I do like it that he's an A4 engine, based off of Mallard, the fastest steam engine in the world. And I'm not even gonna say who does the music for this show, because it's obvious we know who did it. There's no point in talking about him. They've done the music for pretty much every series of Thomas the Tank Engine. Though surprisingly, this was the last series that they do the music for. And as always, they do a really great job. So Series 7 is another great series. If you're a Thomas fan, watch it. It's got some great episodes and a great ending for Bulgy the double-decker bus. So guys, that was Thomascember. Thank you so much for joining me and having a look back at the first 7 series of Thomas the Tank Engine. I know you have your own opinions about it, so if you do, get them out there and see what other people have to say.